Hello again. I've just arrived in Taining and checked into my hotel. It's a pretty nice little hotel, youth hostel maybe more like it. There wasn't a bad price, and it's situated around the back of this small little alley and old style buildings. It's really beautiful. Taining is also home to a massive national geopark, which apparently has some fantastic scenery all over. The geopark consists of a number of different scenic areas, one of the main ones being Dajihu, which literally translates to Big Gold Lake. And over there, they've got mountains, a lake. Unsurprisingly, there's lots of caves and just beautiful scenery. Online, it says something about the oxygen content of the air. Great oxygen content. Woohoo. It also says that here there is a Grand Canyon. I haven't looked at any pictures of it, so I have no idea what to expect. If it's anything like America's Grand Canyon, or I have no idea. And it's got all of this just beautiful scenery. There's also a temple very similar to the one that I just visited in Shangqingxi, which makes me think that that trip was maybe a waste. This afternoon I'm going to go and check out Taining ancient city. So Taining has a long history. It's even got the residence of Zhu, who was a former military guy, warlord, opium addict, and very important within the Chinese communist reform thing. So we'll check that out, learn some history. Should be fun. It seems that in Taining there is a lot to do and a lot to see, so let's get out there and see it. Very close to Shangqingxi Alley is the Red Army Street. This street was used as their headquarters in Taining, and a statue stands today to commemorate them and the history of the struggle for revolution. This street was also the former residence of Zhu, a highly revered military strategist who was fundamental in the founding of the People's Liberation Army. He also marched alongside Mao Zedong before later becoming disillusioned by some of Mao's policies after seeing the widespread famine during the Great Leap Forward. His disapproval of his friends and comrades led to his demise. Mao prevented the publishing of his biography, and many of his deeds were never published. At the end of the street, there is also a memorial hall of the heroic Eastern Army in Taining County. The memorial hall is free, but everything is in Chinese with no translations. So you can go in and look at lots of pictures and not really understand much. So they also don't have any actual artifacts, just photos of them in glass cases, which is a little odd. but it's free to wander around, so you can go and have a quick look. And if you understand Chinese and can read it, then great, you might learn something. Good morning! It's another day in Taining, and this morning I'm going to be going to Dajihu, and hopefully there I'll be able to find Ganlu Temple, which is number 3 of my Instagram post stops. The temple is pretty similar to the last temple I just went to, but luckily that's not all that I'm here for. After finding the post here, I checked out some other things in the area, and there's a lot to do. So today I'm also going to go to Emei Peak. Incorrect. Today I'll be going to Zhaixia Grand Canyon. Right, now let's head on over to Dajihu Scenic Area. Welcome to Dajihu Scenic Area. Right behind this rock here is the lake, and apparently one of the best ways to explore this lake is to take a boat tour. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Go buy a ticket. Situated here in the UNESCO-accredited Dajihu National Geopark is Ganluyan Temple. Hidden in a deep redstone gully and suspended in the cliff face is the 885-year-old temple, built solely from wood. It is said that in the 12th century, the famous Japanese monk named Shangqingxi Master visited here to study the construction before building the Great Buddha Hall of Nara. So that was Ganlu Temple. It's super noisy here, so I'm not going to talk too much. And now we're going to go to the next destination, which is this cave. Now we're at the next destination, which is that big rock you just saw. And there's stairs behind it, so I guess we walk up a big rock now. Okay.
Now, wait, I shall walk this on the sky. What is the now sky? It's a palace shell. Second time, fourth is in and well backwards.
Okay, that's actually a pretty hard climb through those rocks. There are parts where, like, the stairs are here, the wall is here, so you're having to lean all the way over to the side just to try and get up. It's really steep stairs. At one point I had to like crawl on my hands and knees, but it was fun, right? I don't know about you, but in my book, that's not a peak. I was right. Peak my arse. Perhaps this is the peak, or as high as you can get to anyway. And now we start the descent, but I don't want to bore you with that, so. Okay, so what you just saw there was my drone crashing. I was trying to film the waterfall. I was hovering, and then it sent me an error, started randomly just going left, 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 until it hit a bush. I have no idea what went wrong. I said weak signal, it couldn't get a GPS signal there. So luckily I managed to get it back, but there was some grass or leaves in the rotor blades, so I pulled them out, and when I get some time in a low, flat, safe area, I'm going to test it out and see if it's okay. Please be okay. Anyway, on to the next place. I made it to my second destination, which is Zhaixia Grand Canyon, and it is fucking dead here. There's fucking nobody. What is going on? Go back. Maybe everyone came in the morning and left. It is pretty hot. But what? Why is it so quiet here? Let's go and see. It might be nice being quiet, you know? Not so many people, it's easier to film. I don't feel so self-conscious, and it's peaceful. So let's go and explore Zhaixia. The first water station. Oh yeah. We get some water and then we're gonna head right. You see that yellow thing over there? Now what you do is you yell into that as loud as you can, and it'll sprout water out of that little spout. Might be able to see. So I'm gonna go give that a try. Here we are. You see this one? Ready? Let's try. Section of the walk, so you get ready for a lot of shots of waterfalls in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, that's a nice waterfall. Ooh, look at that little waterfall. Well, what the fuck is this? Geopark. That's just fucking genius. God damn. I don't have any swimming things with me. But man, actually, you know, Taining is shaping up to be a lot better than I thought it would be. This is fucking cool. More waterfalls. Now that is a beautiful little waterfall, but it could be more beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh, now look at this. This must be the crowning glory. Oh wait, that's not true. Crowning glory is right there. Look, it's a fucking water slide, motherfucker. Oh, there's still more waterfalls to go. Oh my god, there's still more waterfalls. The waterfalls just never end in this place. Fucking hell. If you look closely, you see that the water actually flows down the waterfall. And that's science. Look at it go. Whee! Well, we've finally reached it. The most beautiful waterfall of them all. Now, I could sit here and tell you that the reason I'm not going on this water slide is because I didn't bring swimming shorts. But the truth is that I know that water slide goes all the way down to the bottom of the mountain. And that means I'm going to have to climb all the way back up. And I just don't want to do that because I'm a lazy bitch. Fuck that shit. So, all the waterfalls are down there. And I'm top the hill and... Oh, what's this? You've got to be kidding me. I just got down from there, heading towards the exit of the park, and fuck off fly. And I'm at the bottom, where I started, where the fucking water slide finishes. Ah! So that was Zhaixia Canyon. It is nothing like the American Grand Canyon, but pretty cool I think. But it's now late in the afternoon, so it's time to go home, get a shower, and then edit videos. Woohoo! Hey, bye Greg. Wow, it's tomorrow already. Look at that. Today I'm gonna head over to Shangqingxi River. I thought it was a walk, but it seems like actually it's a bamboo raft going along the river. It's not in the Dajihu Lake Scenic area. It's about 10 to 15 kilometers north of that. So it's not actually the same type of rock formations, which they're written in Chinese as Danxia, and I have no idea what that translates to, but it's those big like bubbles I'm sure you've seen on the videos that are in the rock. And I think I read that it's caused by volcanoes, erosion. So I'm not really sure what causes them. I haven't been getting educated here. Let's get on. Shangqingxi River. It's a meandering stream hidden within the mountains and deep valleys. This gorge was forged by 65 million years of geological movements, and it has all these strange and domineering rocks on all sides. This place is an isolated fairyland on Earth. Emei abandoned his officials during the Han Dynasty to live near Shangqingxi, and since there has been an endless stream of people seeking Taoism in the mountains, turning the area into a Taoist resort.
花喜哟，人当天风边啊。
So that was the river. They're just heading off over there. They drop you off in this cavern. But right now, I just want to get some water. I feel quite dehydrated. So I'm just going to go get the bus and see where I'm going next. Okay. Oh, so for some reason the sound didn't record. So I'm just going to dub what I said, and it's probably not going to match up at all. So the next place I decided to head was back to my hotel. I am just feeling totally knackered after this morning. I drank some water, but the dehydration has really kicked it out of me, so I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the day. Like, I think it'd be too far to go to another place anyway. But tomorrow, I am finally gonna go to Emei Peak bright and early. So, yeah. Okay, so that was sunrise at Emei Peak. Now I'm just going to head back and pack up all my stuff, and this afternoon I'm going to head over to Zhaixia and I'm going to go meet some of my friends. Okay, so just before I go, a few price points from Taining. So visiting the ancient city was mostly free. To go to the Red Army Street and in the Museum of Judah and his military campaign is all free. But to go into the ancient museum where they have like the truly old ancient street that's not lived in and just kept for looking at, that bit's 20 kwai. Getting to Dajihu Lake is 8 kwai on the tourist bus, and they will also come and pick you up as well. The driver will give you his phone number and he can come and get you. But if you want to go to Zhaixia Canyon straight after Dajihu, you probably best take a taxi, because if you come back to the center and then go over to Zhaixia, you might not be able to get a bus back. The buses seem to stop around about 2 p.m. So depending on whether you can or can't, we'll see. The ticket for Dajihu scenic area ranges from 163 up to 243. Depending on what boat or what tour you choose. The ticket for Zhaixia Grand Canyon was 55 kwai. Taxi from Dajihu to Zhaixia cost 50 kwai, about that. And a taxi coming back from Zhaixia to Taining cost 60 kwai. To go to Zhaixia Canyon cost 130 kwai. I got there on the tourist bus again and came back. That's where you can do all the bamboo rafting. Emei Peak was a little bit expensive. It cost me 300 kwai for a round trip, but I didn't have to buy any tickets, and my taxi driver stayed with me the whole time. To go to Emei Peak to watch the sunrise was a touch little bit expensive. The taxi driver offered me 300 kwai for a round trip, and whilst it is 135 kwai one way on DD, you're not going to get a taxi back unless you ask your taxi driver, like, yo, give me a ride back, which you might be able to do and they would help you, but you probably need to book a taxi in advance because you might have trouble finding a taxi at 4 a.m. in the morning to get there on time. Also, you might need to leave a little bit earlier than 4 a.m. I can recommend a taxi driver for you in Taining. If you comment under, I'll give you the phone number. However, he is a speed freak. I mean, nothing will stop this guy when he's driving. Speed bumps, he doesn't care. Like, he's just going for it, and you're in the car like a little bit. But he'll get you there fast, at least. He's a nice guy. He doesn't bother you much in the car, and he offers it for a fair price, I think. So, yeah, that is all of the Taining price points. Okay, bye bye.